you're here with me today. We are going to be making a simple recipe using some of these blackberries that we picked from our patch, and then some other recipes that I made for my family. So come along with me and we'll get started cooking.
Let's head on out to the Blackberry patch and get some juicy and delicious blackberries to serve with our angel food cake. Thanks for being here, and stay with me today because I am really excited to show you 3 dessert options, a yummy, spicy rice recipe, and how I make fresh corn on the cob. These blackberries are thornless and are different from what we have growing in the woods around us. We planted this patch a few years ago. Some family friends of ours were kind enough to give us some starts, and that is how this patch began. A start is what they call the part of the plant that roots itself down into the ground. This can happen when the top of the plant curves up and then down, and the very top just makes its way into God's green earth. You cut it about 8 inches from the ground, plant it, and it will start producing for you the next season. Our new row of blackberries that we planted from our starts last year produced this season, which is very unusual. I have more information about planting a row of blackberries over on my blog if you would like to check it out for more info. These berries are going to be the perfect snack and will go great with the fresh whipped cream and angel food cake options that we are mixing up today. Angel food cake is a light and fluffy cake that is kind of airy. It has a slightly sweet flavor, and you can eat it with berries, top it with icing, or just eat it plain. I'm excited to show you 3 different options. The first one you make out of an angel food cake mix. You can find this mix in the baking aisle. All you do is mix in water with it and follow the directions exactly. The batter is like magic and will thicken and rise as you are mixing it. Spread it into your angel food cake pan and bake. I didn't grease this pan, and I am baking it on the lowest rack position in the oven. I will set my timer for about 10 minutes less than what the directions say and watch it from there. You really want it to be nice and brown on the top before you take it out. The bowl that I am taking out of the freezer has been chilling for about 10 minutes. We are going to make homemade whipped cream in this chilled bowl. The exact recipe can be found over at keepitsimpleenasue.com, and I will also link it in the description box below. Whipped cream is made by, you guessed it, whipping cream. Heavy whipping cream is thick and creamy and makes for some delicious whipped cream. My niece and I came up with the measurements for this recipe, and we think that the sweetness is just right. These little cakes are the cutest. They are like little dessert cake bowls. They dip down slightly on the top and hold your toppings for you. These currently cost about $1.99 at my local JC, and I found them right by the strawberries. The third cake option I want to share with you today is a store-bought angel food cake. If you are comparing, it is much smaller in size than the box mix one that is currently baking, and it is more expensive. However, it is still an option that I use for different recipes. You can fancy it up with the homemade whipped cream and seasonal berries. You can see how nice and brown this cake is on the top. It took my oven right around 39 minutes to get the cake just right. Angel food cake pans are really cool. You flip them over on their little legs to let the cake cool completely before removing it from the pan. Cut around the outside edge and the center and then flip it over. The middle part of the cake pan stays attached, and you have to remove it by gently cutting between it and the top of the cake. Spicy rice is one of our very favorite meals. It can be served different ways. You can eat it with chips or just like it is. You can also serve it as a side. My cousin brings this to family gatherings. She is an excellent cook, and my family love this recipe so much that now we make it on the regular. I don't know where she got her recipe from. You need ground sausage, beef bouillon, onions, green bell peppers, Uncle Ben's wild rice, jalapenos, cumin, and garlic powder to make this recipe. All you need to do is cook and saute everything and then mix it together in one big bowl. I really do love this recipe because it is so tasty and it heats up really well, so you can enjoy the leftovers for another meal. We're going to finish off today with some fresh corn on the cob. To make corn on the cob, you have to shuck it, which means taking the green husk off and throwing them out. You are left with the yellow ear of corn. Bring a large pan of water to a boil. Gently drop in the corn, and then let it boil for about 7 minutes. Remove it from the pan and cover it with butter, salt, and pepper. There is something about sitting around the table together that I value so much. We do not get to do it all the time, but it sure is great when we get to. I absolutely love that you did some cooking with me today, and I hope that this inspires you to go make something in your kitchen. I know you can do it. You are capable of so much more than you know. I put out a new video every Wednesday and Sunday. I would love for you to like, subscribe, or positively comment if you enjoyed today's video. Take care, and I'll see you next time.